Today we are going to talk about different types of triangles. So this is our second video on the triangles, and hopefully you have already understood or gone through the first one where we have discussed the basic concepts of triangles. Now some of those concepts which you would be using, so in case you haven't gone through that one, please take some time to go through that and then come back to this. So as you see here, we have three triangles. One is, and each of them has three different shapes. So we'll talk about what are the different types or different characteristics of those triangles. So the first one we have is a triangle where all three sides are same. Now this is called an equilateral triangle, and the properties of equilateral triangles are all the three sides are same, and the second one is, or a formula which is derived from the first one is, if three sides are same, that means each angle or each of the angles are also same. And we know from the first video that the sum of all triangles is 180 degree. So that means each of the angles, which is A, let's put some name here, A, B, C. So each of A, B, C is 60 degree each, because 180 divided by 3 is 60. So sum of, if each of the angles are same, and if sum of all three of them is 180, that means each of them is 60, which is 180 divided by 3. So that's all about equilateral triangle. Now the second one we have is a right angle triangle. Now right angle triangle means that we have one angle is right angle. Now if a right angle triangle is there, then we can apply something called a Pythagorean theorem. Now Pythagorean theorem, some of you already may know, where if this length is A and this length is B and this length is C, then the formula is A square plus B square equals to C square. So this is called Pythagorean theorem. Now there is another name for C, which is the opposite side to the right angle, which is called hypotenuse. So let me write down this word. So I hope my spelling is correct. If not, just forgive me. But this is a hypotenuse. This is, sounds a little bit more mathematical term, so you may want to get familiar with it. Now the third type. Okay, before I go to the third type of triangle, let me make sure I cover everything with the right angle triangle. So one is that if this is 90 degree and these two angle, sum of these two angles should be 180 minus 90, because all three triangles are together 180. So if one problem could be that if these two sides are same, then these two angles are same. So that means each of them should be 45 degree, because if both together is 90 degree, then each of them should be 45 degree, which is 90 divided by 2. Now let's talk about the third triangle. So let me write the name of this. This is called right angle. This is called equilateral. And the third one we have is isosceles. So I think I've spelled a little bit wrong. We have the spelling of isosceles is ISOSCELES. So the properties of isosceles triangle is any two sides is the length of any two sides is same. So for example, if we have ABC and if the side AB is equal to same as AC, then we call it isosceles triangle. So what that would lead to is, if these two sides are same, then these two angles are also be same. So for example, if we are given this is 30 degree, then these two sides would be 180 minus 30 divided by 2, which lead to 75. So each of them would be 75. So in this particular example also, in some right angles, if you are given that these two are same, then it's a right angle and also an isosceles triangle. So those are the main, those are the three different types of triangles, main triangles, and we will cover some problems associated with this. Now, one of the other thing which come to my mind is more with the exterior angle. So let me mention it quickly since it just came to my mind. So let's say we have a triangle ABC. Let's say this is D. So if you extend this side and if you have this angle, this is called an exterior angle. So since BD is a line, so that means this total is 180 degree. So that means this angle ACD, let me write it a little carefully, ACD equals to 1 minus angle ACB, which is this one, Now if we write ACD equal to 180 degree minus ACB, now let's say, what is 180 degree? 180 degree is the sum of all three sides, right? So sum of all three sides meaning this angle plus this angle plus this angle. So which is A, I'm not going to write the whole thing. So let's write A, B and C minus ACB. So if you see, angle C is same as ACB. So that means, okay, I have forgotten to write 180. So let me write 180 minus, okay, I think just mistaken. Okay, let me write it carefully again. Okay, so we are back to from this length. So back to from this line. So what we have here is ACD is equal to 180 degree minus ACB. So we are representing 180, which is as sum of all three triangles. So ACD equal to 180 degrees equal to A plus B plus C minus ACB. So if you see, angle C is same as ACB, which is this angle. So if you expand the bracket, then we have A plus B cancels each other. So ACD equals to sum of the further angles. So that means this angle, so let me take a different color. So this angle is equal to this plus this, which is the sum of further two farthest angles. So that's a little formula which can be derived from the formula, which is the sum of, we are able to derive this formula because we know the sum of angles of the triangle is 180 degree. So that pretty much completes the basic three different types of triangles, and we will probably take one more video lesson to discuss some of the more concepts, and then we'll get down to solving problems related with triangles.